What's going on, everybody? We are out here in Franklin County today. We are mulching, clearing out this pretty steep ravine. So we're mulching on a pretty decent incline on this one. You can see the house here. This is the backyard. So our whole goal is to scrub all this out. The customer actually came through last year and cut a majority of this honeysuckle. You can see these stumps that he left. He left them all about a foot high, and he actually treated them with herbicide, which is pretty awesome because he's really not getting any resprouts at all. So he must have done a pretty good job, which is pretty cool. You don't see that very often. So we're gonna come through and mulch all of this dead honeysuckle that he's cut. And there's also a lot of pretty big like dead ash in there, branches and whatnot laying all over the place. So we're gonna mulch that up as well. But he pretty much just wants to be able to look out his back window and his patio and be able to have a decent view down into this ravine. So his property ends at the bottom of the ravine. We're gonna go to about that tree line right there, and then right where the woods kind of jut out with his fire pit in the corner there is the other property line. So should be able to get this one done today. A little tricky because this incline is pretty steep. And it is dusty, man. Things are so dry. We've had probably 4 or 5 days of just solid, really hot temps, drying everything out, which is good for this one. I wanted to make sure this one was nice and dry before I got in here on this steep incline. But man, it's like mulching in a dust bowl back here. So this section I've already done. At least I've scrubbed it out. We're gonna come back through and like kind of pull some of this stuff out that's too close to the bigger trees. We're gonna be saving pretty much everything we possibly can tree wise. Some of these smaller scraggly ones I'm probably gonna have to take out just so I can get in there and mulch. So, but everything 3-4 inches and above we are saving. So yeah, we'll you can see some of this ash here. We're gonna get all this out, get all this mulched up. This one here, about this material that you guys see here is about what we're going to do on this one. Doesn't have to be super fine. He just basically wants to be able to see down to this bottom here. So his property ends right at kind of that big tree right there, and the rest of that is actually WMA, wildlife management area. So definitely don't want to be cutting onto that. Yeah, some of this is just a little tricky. Again, it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but it like dips and rolls, and sometimes it's really hard to mulch in some of those dips because your mulcher is up on each side, and you just really can't reach down in there. So we're definitely gonna have to do some dragging out of some stuff and some chainsaw work. Yeah, it is just super dusty and definitely pretty rocky in here. You can see all these rocks, and there's just some concrete that's been dumped on that side over there. So just trying to be as careful as we can. As far as teeth go, I've already chipped up a few, I think, so I'm probably going to switch to some carbide teeth here, at least put them on the inside so we're not busting up teeth. So yeah, let's keep going on this one, and yeah, I think we should be able to get this one done today, so let's keep going. All right, guys, we are all finished up here. So we got done with this one a little bit quicker than I thought. So did this one in about 4 hours. So you can see here, this whole hillside has been cleaned out. Again, this was all honeysuckle, some small elm. That was about it, but this was 95% honeysuckle. So they can get in here now. Kids, their grandkids can play in here. There's a pretty cool creek right back here that actually is not on his property, but they're allowed to get to. So this opened things up to where they can kind of get in there and play around. So yeah, this one turned out pretty cool. It was definitely a little bit I've never quite mulched on this kind of incline, so it was a good learning day for me. So yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, again, make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps us out. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.